Creepers and geekers. Chris, the Atari Creep here. And it's kind of bizarre. I just put up a video on Sunday, Father's Day, and here it is Tuesday, and I'm home from work, and I'm making another video. Not because I'm bored, but because I came to some bizarre realization. And this is definitely going to be interesting. It's going to be my normal ranting, but believe it or not, I think I have a fucking purpose this time. I was going through my videos, and I noticed a lot of the content isn't related to what this whole thing was supposed to be about. I am the Atari Creep. Look at all this, okay? What a great game. Porkies. I love all this stuff. I love everything Atari. And my main focus on this channel was to do for Atari what most people do with Nintendo. And I understand it'll never be as popular, though everyone, pretty much for the most part, respects Atari for their the innovation at the time. And of course, they revered as the crash reason in 83, 84. Leprechaun Cup this time. Can't go wrong with leprechauns. But yeah, and then I noticed going through my videos that I don't really have a lot of Atari related shit on here. I have 11 episodes, legit episodes I guess you would call it, on top of all the other fodder I put on there. And the majority of it is about the Nintendo 64, which I've proclaimed from the beginning that I'm not a big fan of. And so I started thinking, if I'm not such a fucking fan of the system, why do I talk about it all the time? It's led to my brain thinking about all the things on top of supper tonight. And I think I'm just going to do Hamburger Helper, because I don't feel like cooking much. My hip is killing me, hence why I'm home from work, and I don't feel like standing in front of a stove all night. But I guess that's neither here nor there. N64, why do I like it so much? Okay, so let's back up a little bit so I can make this video longer and you can get more annoyed by it. The four systems I had when they were relevant was the Atari 2600. I had an NES in between there. I got myself a Genesis and then got myself a PlayStation, the original one, when it was about a year old, maybe a year and a half old. So those are the systems I'm familiar with as far as before I really started collecting, okay? So I know them, and they just, I guess maybe they just seem a little dusty in my brain now, but either way, I know them, I'm familiar with them, it's comfortable to me. And comfort comes into play here. Now, some time back, I said, you know what? I see this cat online, he's got all these video games that he's been collecting. And that would be cool to do. I haven't played an Atari game in years, like legitimately with a joystick in my hand. So I sought out my old Atari and went out and got a bunch of games, mainly to relive that experience. Bring back some of my childhood, some good feelings, and maybe expand upon it more than I could have at the time, financial reasons or whatever. But that's what I wanted to do. And then that just expanded into getting an NES and collecting NES games. And then the Genesis. And I don't know what order I did it in this time. But neither here nor there. I started collecting this stuff. Now, when I say I'm a collector, I am probably somewhere in the middle between a casual collector and a hardcore guy. I'm literally right there in the middle. I'm not going to buy it just because it's a video game related product. I'm going to buy it if it seems interesting at the time, if it seems fun, or if it's just something that I'm nostalgic about, and I can pick it up fairly reasonably priced, because I'm not going to pay a shit ton of money just to do this. I know some of you have the means and or the desire to do that, but that's not my bag. But that's the whole reason for my collecting video game. I did it with the other hand too, but so then I started this little YouTube channel page thingy-mabobby, and I wanted to introduce you and some of the younger cats the Atari days, which is primitive now, and I know it is. It's very laughable, but it really is, in my opinion, one of the foundations, and without a foundation, you can't have a good house. And Nintendo started building the house, and it just went from there. But I haven't done that much, so let's go back to the original point. Why? Why am I talking so much about the N64? And soon probably other systems that weren't relevant to me back in the day. Well, that's just it. They weren't relative to me back in the day. It's something new in the Creeps world. And it's something I'm excited about it. And I guess I'm projecting that excitement to you guys. And I'm probably never going to say anything that you don't know. I'm not going to say anything that you probably haven't even heard about it. In fact, I'm probably going to say some stuff that you're going to be like, dude, that's kind of common knowledge with Mario 64, but okay, cool. You're all right. And, excuse me, I'm okay with that because it's new to me. And I'm experiencing this for the first time. And maybe not in the same light that you did when it was brand new, when you picked it up, and that Mario 64 was brand new. And we ain't ever seen Mario like that before. Unfortunately, I have. Be it I experienced it or not, I have in its old hat. But I'm experiencing the stuff for the first time now and getting excited about it. And there's still some systems that I've picked up that I'm not a big fan of still. And as a matter of fact, my GameCube, I can't stand it. I use it to play GBA games. I have my adapter on it, and that's it. But like Super Nintendo, Super Nintendo versus Genesis, that was huge. And I had a Genesis. For any other reason, then there was just a few games that I really flocked to, and that's just it. I'm really not a fanboy. As much as I'd like to have thought I was at the time. But because of pride or whatever, I didn't experience SNES when it was new. I refused to. How ridiculous is that? And that's going to lead up to another topic. But I refuse to because Sega does what Nintendo don't, and blast processing and whatever the fuck. And it's just stupid. But that's just how it was when I grew up, I guess, with the Creep. But now I'm exploring these things. I'm enjoying them. I'm passing that enjoyment on to you. Be it new or old news to you, it is to me. And it feels right. And, again, I just go where the video games are. And if it's a good game, I don't care what platform it's being played on. And that's really all there is to that. Now, I do want to focus on Atari a little bit more here in the very near future. And I'm going to have a lot of discussion topics, hopefully, with my good buddy Gabriel, Mr. Paku Paku. And I hope he doesn't mind I actually use his first name. If I'm sorry, dude, if you didn't want that. But he's a really good guy. And him and I have some discussions. And one of the ones we're going to talk about is newer gaming versus retro gaming. And there's another battle, There's a real hard line there with a lot of you cats out there. As well as a hard line on what hardware are you using to play those video games. And let's just look at it this way. It's all video games, guys. I mean, yeah, we had our 16-bit war, and it was fun, and I'm sure it caused a few actual fist fights here and there, but it wasn't as hateful as it is today. I go on some of these message boards and stuff, which I don't participate in anymore, that they're venomous, and they're just hateful, and they're just disgusting. It's like, snap the fuck out of it. First of all, if you want my opinion, you guys aren't even in the coolest gaming generation ever. Yeah, the games look awesome, and I'm sure they play just fine, and the online capability and all that. But let me tell you something. Back in the day, if I walked into somebody's house and I saw them playing a video game, I wouldn't even have to look at any of the hardware, the controller, the console, to know what system they were playing. You can't do that today unless it's exclusive to that particular brand. It all looks the same. It's boring. But again, that's my opinion, and I'm not going to force it on you. But that's how I feel about it. So, what is the point of all this? Yes, I just finally realized something that you've probably realized the whole time. Why is he the Atari Creep? And he talks a lot about N64, and he talks a lot about Genesis controllers and all that. Which Genesis is my favorite. Sorry, guys. It's because I'm exploring. And I feel that more cats need to go out there and do that, explore, and have fun with it. In two respects, it's just video games. It really is. That's all it is. It's pieces of plastic that you put into another piece of plastic and you enjoy and escape for a little while. But on the other hand, it's all video games. You all like the same thing. You just want to be petty about some stupid hardware or brand. And you know what? That's all well and good if you want to be one of those hateful little pukes. I hope you just hang out in your closet, never get laid, and, play games all day. Because I don't need you out in the world reproducing. Believe me, I don't. And that leads to my last point of this whole thing is, go out there and explore. I know I already said it, but explore. If you're at a flea market and you come across an Atari 2600 for like $20, pick it up. bring it home, dust it off, go to your local gaming shop. Most of these games don't cost more than $1. And you know, experience the horrible games. You know, we got ET over here, we got Pac-Man, but there's a ton of great games too. But experience the frustrations, experience the fun, experience, you know, whatever it is about that particular game or system that it is. Is that even English? I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking Swahili and in tongues now and I'm religious, but regardless, experience it. You don't fight about this shit. It's stupid. And not that I've seen a lot of it lately, and that's not what prompted this. What prompted it is I was surprised that this little thing here, hold on, let me see if I can't get it without destroying something. This thing here is the most talked about thing on my site, and I'm not even called the N64 Creep. Maybe I should be. But yeah, I still have it hooked up. I was playing the shit out of this Sunday afternoon after I made that video. And I'm excited about that. It was fun. But go out, explore, get some new stuff, and, you know, let me know about it. Best way probably would be just to search me on Facebook. I have a small little community thing or whatever. You know, post a response video. I want to know what you're exploring now. What's new in your world? Excuse me. What are you excited about right now? You know, what system have you never played but always wanted to get your hands on? Or maybe you didn't even think about it. I got, again, my GameCube. I didn't even think about buying one, but it came across my lap. They're dirt cheap, and I picked it up. And I play it once in a while, but that's just how it goes. So, you know, go out there, get some stuff. Let me know what you're excited about, please. I want to know. Break out of shells. Get out of that box. You know, get out of that Nintendo box. Get out of that Sega box. Get out of that Xbox box. And who cares what hardware people choose to buy, because eventually you can have it all anyway. And you can't take it with you, so what's the point? And that's why I don't hoard. So guys, with that, I want to thank you for watching this. Hope it was somewhat entertaining for you with me bobbling back and forth and drinking my leprechaun coffee. And yeah, I'm standing up. I very rarely do that unless I'm holding the camera up like that and everything's shaky and you want to vomit. And I'm tend to focus on everything else but the camera. I know it's weird, but now I'm just mumbling instead of ranting. But guys, yeah, let me know what you think. You know, leave a comment and then make a video. Let me see. Post a response. But with that, guys, thank you so much. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. I got a lot of Atari-related videos coming up soon. Hopefully, I'm actually going to have some software and hardware that's going to make this a little bit more professional here. Hopefully, pretty soon. And I'm pretty excited about that because I'll be able to actually edit and make storyline to it. I don't know, whatever. And that's about it. You know, thumbs up, thumbs down. All feedback's positive. I haven't said that in a while, huh? There's a lot I haven't done in a while. Like, been active. Like, I'm not even on Facebook that much. Haven't made many videos. Gaming Geek Nation, I'm treating you like a redheaded stepchild. It's not for any other reason. I'm bored. And busy, rather. Not bored. What the hell am I even talking about? But, yeah. So now we're going on to my usual ranting. So, guys, you know, let me know what you think. And, you know, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, rate, or subscribe, and pass it on, and give people my knowledge, and, you know, look like an idiot for sharing this. But, with that, I do want to give one little shout out. And I know I do this a lot, and I haven't lately, but this guy, his YouTube page is Joe Goes Retro, and he's got Facebook pages and everything, and he's got an Instagram. I've been watching his videos for a while, almost as long as everyone else. And he's a really good dude, and he's got a really great style. It's raw, but it's organized, unlike mine. And I enjoy his videos. And Joe, if you're watching this, man, keep up the great work. I can't wait to see everyone that you guys, especially the Hyperkin video that you're going to be doing. Yours will probably be a lot more respected than the ones I've seen already, because most of those cats got them from Hyperkin, and they're just giving honest reviews. But I want to know what a guy who spent $150 thinks of this fucking thing. So, guys, go check out Joe Goes Retro. You see a lot of really good things with him. He's got another series coming out. It's a hunting series for video games that I just seen him post about. But go check him out, and when you know that, come back here and check me out. And then go check out the other guys I mentioned. And then come back here and check me out. And you know what? Maybe this could just become a thing. we can hold our own stupid convention, the Knucklehead YouTube convention. But with that, guys, I'm going to, focus on something other than the camera. Walk a little closer to it so I can get to the button that's right there. And my guerrilla style filmmaking, fuck with the camera a little bit. But I do want to sign off with a sip of coffee. Leprechauns. And it's the Atari Creep thanking you for watching this. And I will sign off finally with a fond bye-bye.